So after Zacapa was named the exclusive supplier for the top 50 world's restaurants, it gave us a reason in China to work with Ultraviolet and use Ultraviolet partnership as a way to launch Zacapa into China. It's been a perfect collaboration for us. We have the first restaurant in the world to offer multi-sensory experiences. They incorporate sound, smell, music, visual to create something that's really magical and memorable for the consumer. And that magical experience is exactly what we've been trying to do for Zacapa.
I tend to work only with things that I really like, okay? So from the beginning it was an interesting meal to put together, an interesting search on Zacapa, but I would nearly say that it was an easy one because of the versatility of the product and because I love the product, which makes it always so easier. First one we used on the foie gras chocolate was Zacapa 23 mixed with a reduction of a muscat, which is very much from my region. I'm from Catalan region, and the muscat is very much from my side. What we call the zaké, we put a Z everywhere, you know. So the zaké with the green tea was interesting also, because it was to drink the Zacapa warm. The chicken in the jar was a cross on a dish that is coming from my country. It's an homage to my father. It's a chicken and a foie gras, which are taking at the last minute the nuance of a smoke that we put inside of the jar. It's a vineyard wood. So what we've done for that dish, we've done something which was very subtle but works very, very well. We macerated the vineyard wood within the Zacapa for 48 hours, and then we produced a smoke which had a very subtle taste of Zacapa, which was really matching on the kind of barrel that you have, the hook that you have inside of the Zacapa. So this was subtle, but it was interesting. We transformed Zacapa into a solid, which was a kind of a crystal of Zacapa, which was in fact the complete dehydratation of Zacapa with a little bit of sweetness inside, which create a very light and brittle crystal, rolled and filled with a mix inside, where we have Zacapa inside of the chantilly, and we use the kind of ash, which was done with some coffee powder.
Because of the versatility of the product, because of its bold flavor, yet its smooth characteristics, that it wasn't overpowering on the alcohol, yet it still came out with the flavors in the honey and the oak, everything that we had read about, everything that we had tasted on the tasting notes came through in the recipes that we developed more or less on the first try. It made it very fun for us to work to infuse or to combine the multisensory technology and the food and the service together with the identity of Zacapa, to play with the surroundings of Guatemala, the volcanoes, the clouds above the volcanoes, the Mayan temples, to play on little contexts like little dry ice, to serve it with the 23 neat, to have it have that cloud effect at the same time that you have the Mayan calendar on the table, or the whole start of the show, which starts with the volcano and coming down into the fields of the sugarcane.
One of the most memorable moments for me throughout the dinner was when I was standing next to our master blender for Ron Zacapa, Lorena Vasquez. Lorena had tears in her eyes. She had approached Chef Paul Perret to thank him for what he had done. This is a woman who has dedicated more than half of her life to a brand, and the passion and devotion and the love that she puts into this brand, Chef Paul Perret was able to encompass in a meal. And so to see her emotion and to see his emotion or her reaction was, for me, priceless. It was a complete joy and honor to work with Chef Paul Perret and the Ultraviolet team. Chef Paul Perret is ranked number 8 in Asia and number 60 in the world. And to have him create one of the most unique menus, one of the most unique dining experiences in the world for the best tasting luxury rum in the world, Zacapa, was unforgettable and magical.
Je n'ai plus besoin de balayer les amours avec leur trémolo, balayer pour toujours.